Hey everyone. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and show you what I got on $2 and $1 day. Now, sorry, I hit the mic there. The first bin store that I went to was bin store number 1, and today is dollar day. Now, I was there yesterday for $2 day and got a lot of stuff, as you saw in my previous Amazon returns bin store video last Sunday. So, um, there wasn't really much that I was going to get. I went back to get these like really cute um, French looking scarves that are actually headscarves that you can use to tie around the handles of a purse. And they were gone. I shouldn't be surprised. I should have just went ahead and got like one of them yesterday, but I figured there were so many of them, there'll probably be at least some left for dollar day. And no, they were all gone. I guess other people were eyeing them too and went back and got them before I did because I didn't get there until probably about 10 o'clock. I was a little lazy to get up and go. So I only picked up 2 things from that store, so it was only going to be $1 each. First item that I got was this. It was a book, and this one is a travel guide book for France. I'm gonna have to wipe the book down because even though it was inside the bag, I don't know why, but there's like some sticky stuff on it here in the back. But I like reading travel books, and I don't really know too much about France other than Paris, which I've been there before. But me and my mom were talking about going back to France, and not only revisiting Paris because there's so much that we didn't get to see, and we were there for 5 days. This was back in 2005. Uh, that we still want to see. Plus, we want to see other parts of France itself. Like I really want to go to Provence really badly. So yeah, so I went ahead and got that so I can kind of start doing my research. And then I'm trying to find the other item because I have it mixed up with the other stuff. The other item that I found, where is it? Was this. I put this one back. It is a moisturizer, Versed. Um, it's a gel moisturizer, and I do like layering my moisturizers, and I usually will put a gel moisturizer on first before I put on like my regular moisturizer that would contain a sunscreen, like a lot of those Korean sunscreens. Actually, the gel moisturizer that I'm using now is a Korean one as well, and I really like it, but I only have one tube left, and I'd picked those up for $1, and I wish I had purchased like 10 of them because at the time when I got them, I didn't know anything about that brand, and I only picked up like 3, and they had so many of them at all the other bins. So, yeah, I kind of wish now that I bought 10, but it is what it is. Um, oh God, why did they tape? I know they tape this up to keep it from leaking, but make it impossible to take off once you purchase it. And this was not the bin store that did it. It was the place that accepted the return, which was probably like Kohl's or something like that. See? So I want to see if this really is like a gel, if it's like clear or if it's like a white. So, okay. I think I've got most of it off. There we go. If I'm going to take this off, I might as well take all of it off. There we go. So let's see. Okay, good. It's still intact. It still has the seal. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is going to work. It's one of those very light gel moisturizers. So, ooh, this one is a little bit more, it's almost like, not like a silicone, but It's a little bit different from the other one. The other one's just a tad, just a little watery, but it absorbs really fast. I'm sure this one will too, but I'm eager to try it. Now that we're getting cold weather, definitely have to double up on the moisturizer. Okay, so these are the two items that I got, like I said, from bin store number one, and they were $1 each. So when I went to bin store number two, um, I didn't realize that they had changed. So this bin store number two, they have two locations. One that's close to my job, and then the other one that's close to where I live. And both stores have different schedules in a sense, pricing schedules. So the bin store number two, the one that I live close to, I didn't know that they changed the pricing structure for Tuesdays. Generally, it was supposed to be $1. Okay. And um, when I got up to the register to pay for stuff, I was kind of shocked. As like, why is it double than what I thought? And the lady saw my expression. She's like, yeah, Tuesdays are $2 now. I'm like, what? Well, I didn't want to put everything back after going through all those damn bins. So bin store number two is $2 on Tuesdays, and the other one, which I'm going to go to tomorrow, the other location, it is $1. I know that. So I did find this. They had a lot more food products. So this is olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and I mean it's not bad for only $1. It's the spray kind, and you can use it on the salad, your pasta, to drizzle. So it's funny because I went there separately. My mom had a dental appointment, and then while I was at the store, going through the bins, she came and she hailed me down. So I was surprised. So I showed this to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, definitely get it." So I found this. There are 3 packets of this miso soup, which I'm eager to try. It's the white miso. So let's see. I think the one that I generally have is the red miso. So I think the white one's supposed to be a lighter flavor. Whenever I see these, I always get them. These are those foldable what do you call them, trays or whatnot, and I have a stack of them now, but they come in so handy for crafting. I've got some here on the table right now stacked up, and it's holding like stamps and washi and knickknacks and whatnot, so they're great because you can, like I said, you can stack them up. So I found this. It is a 3-ring binder, but this is like a 5x7. Oh, there's the receipt. And I have those playbill, what do you call them? Page protectors, but I typically will use this for like storing my dies because I had them on a magnetic sheet and stuff, but I'm not buying as many dies anymore, but I want to use this to store like the stickers. And I like that these were big rings. So when I saw it, I was like, good, because these can, they can be pricey, especially with it being like this is like a 3-inch, I think. Looks like a 3-inch binder. Yeah. So I figured, why not? Oh, I see now. Look at that. Oh no, that's just sticker. Okay, that's good. Doesn't matter. I'll peel that off. So yeah, so I got that. Um, I found this. It is for Instax. It's an album. I think I purchased this before and gave it to my niece. So I'm going to give it to my other niece so she can store her K-pop photo cards, because I have a whole bunch that I'm giving her for her birthday this month that I bought when we were in Nashville at Opry Mills Mall, because we did find a what do you call this? We found like a Japan, K-pop type of store, not K-pop in general, but just like anime and stationery and all that. I was hoping that I would come across a store like that, and they sold some K-pop stuff for a pretty good price. So I just went ahead and bought her just those what do you call them? Those photo cards. So that way she has her own set, because I've been giving it to her sister mostly, who's I think probably the bigger fan. But like I said, that way she has her own album. They both have Instax cameras, but I don't know if they even use them. I don't think they do anymore. So I found this kind of funny, this sketch pad. Uh, I know this brand Basic because there's this YouTuber I used to watch long time ago who used to go to, they weren't bin stores, but they were more like dollar stores. And where did she live? She lived in, I think she lived in Houston. I don't know. I unsubscribed from her because her content started to change and it was just, she was getting to be really annoying because it was, what was she doing? She wasn't doing the bargain stuff anymore. And this was pre-COVID, right? Um, when I used to watch her. Her contact changed and it was just, I don't know. It just was not my cup of tea. She was doing a lot of like, what's the name of that stupid designer, interior designer everybody goes crazy over at Target? She sells her stuff. She's the Asian woman and has like the white husband, and I don't know. I don't watch HGTV, and whoever that particular interior designer or whatever you want to call her, I she's annoying to me. I don't like her aesthetic. It's like that farmhouse kind of look. But anyways, yeah. So that particular influencer or YouTuber had always talked about this Basic brand, so I just recognized it. And this is like sketch paper because I want to start learning how to sketch. And you know, I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and just get that. It's already a pad. And at the time, of course, I thought it was $1, but it's two. So I found this for one of my nieces. It is Pachaco. It says Happy Dog, which is kind of funny, but it's just an ID, holder. And she can put her favorite K-pop in there. She can put her freaking allowance debit card in there, whatever. Um, but I know she'll like it because it's just Pachaco. I'm pretty sure that that's a fake. Okay, so these I found were scattered, and this envelope does not belong to it, but it was near it, and so I figured I'll just put it in the envelope so it's all together. Um, these were all over the whatchamacallit, the uh, bin table. Somebody had opened the pack, so they're all Pokemon cards, and I got it to give to either one of my other nieces. Ew, somebody's hair, gross. I know it's not mine because I have really short hair. Um, one of my nieces or one of my nephews because they're all Pokemon crazy, you know. So these are just very, I guess, basic cards because the power number or whatever you want to call it's not very high. But who knows? They might not have any of these. So I'll just give it to one of them. But like this, I'm not even going to bother to, well, no, I guess I'll put it back in here just so they're not scattered everywhere. Okay. This store tends to get more people that open the stuff up and then it's just all over the place than the first one, because the first one they're very strict about people opening boxes. You have to bring it up to the front and they'll open it for you. But this one, people are just outright bold and just tearing shit up. Okay, so I found this toner. This is by SMP Lab. I've never heard of it. I haven't looked it up on Amazon. It's definitely Korean and it is PHA, 5% toner. So it's a balancing toner. It's supposed to be good for oily skin because it's skin and control the excess sebum. So I'm always down to try new toner because, I kind of like to keep like a hoard of it because I go through it so fast. So yeah, I don't want my skin to get too used to one. So that's why I like to try different products. Same thing with like the moisturizers and the sunscreens. And so far, everything that I've been trying has worked really well with my skin. I don't know if it's because I'm already over 50 or what. I'm still like excessively oily. So, girls, all of you that are younger than me, don't think that as you get older, that oily skin's going to go away. Nope, it's not. And you're going to be happy to have oily skin later on because you don't have any wrinkles. I don't have any wrinkles. I'm like, I'll go ahead and admit it. I'm 53 and I don't have a damn wrinkle. So thanks to the oily skin. All right, so the last item that I got are these supplements, and this is like $44 or something like that on Amazon. I looked it up. These are grass-fed New Zealand bone marrow supplements. So there's like, I don't know how many's in here, 180. So it's supposed to be good. It has like for collagen, for your immune system, your joints, stuff like that. Everything that's, why all the nutrients you get from bone marrow, especially like beef bone marrow. So I thought, well, I'll try it. It's not expired. I don't think it expires until 2025, or no, 2026. So yeah, here's the label on it. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. This should be good, especially since, you know, with me working out and stuff, which I didn't do today. Okay, I got lazy. I was thinking I was gonna go ahead and do my cardio outside, but you know, I kind of didn't want to be walking around with it being 40 degrees outside right now, and the sun's already going down, and it's only 4:22. So good. See, it's all sealed up. Actually, since I'm going to go ahead and take one, I guess tomorrow. Oh, this is also good for gut health. That I think that was yeah, that was the big thing for me was the gut health. So there's no smell to it, thankfully. So I'll try this in the morning. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, I would have picked up another one if I saw it, but it was just literally the only one left. So, yep. So that's the haul that I got for $2 a day at the bin store, number two. Um, I think if I'm going to be purchasing like this many items, I'm going to have to film at least right after I've purchased, same day, because I don't want to keep it all in the bag and then it just keeps on piling up. I want to be able to put it away because I use the same bag every time when I go to the bin store. It's actually this reusable tote, which is pretty wide and it's very lightweight. And then whenever you go to a bin store, always wear gloves. One, because you got liquid sometimes like this. People, like I told you, have no shame and they'll open up stuff up, or it'll get crushed and cracked, and then you get sticky stuff or oily stuff over products, and here you are going through the bins trying to like sift through. So I had bought these gloves. I actually got these from Kroger. I just saw them displayed, and they're work gloves is basically what they are. So it helps me, grip items a lot better when I'm like trying to move boxes and just lift everything up, like you're just lifting and then trying to see what's underneath. So I always keep these in this tote bag here that I bring into the store, and yeah, works well. I've already had two women that commented on my gloves because one, bin store number one, it was actually cold. They weren't even running the heater yesterday, and at first I was like, I took off my jacket because I knew I would be moving around and, thought I'd get hot. But then halfway through the store, I started getting cold. I was like, why am I getting cold? And I realized because I didn't have the heater on and my hands were actually starting to get cold because I'd taken off the gloves at one point. I was going through the books. And then this lady was like mentioning how her hands were cold, and then she saw me wearing gloves and she's like, oh, that's a smart idea. I said, well, I'm not wearing it to keep my hands warm. I'm wearing them to keep my hands from getting cut, or sticky. Because yes, I've gotten like little tiny cuts before, and I've had my like my hands poked, by metal, like objects or like needles or whatnot. Things is, like I said, items will get broken, and you're sifting. So, and then of course, you grab something and then it's like you don't know that there's like a sticky residue on it, and then it's like, well, what are you going to do? So, that's why always wear gloves when you go there. But anyways, so that's just a tip. All right. So I'll be back with another haul for $1 a day at bin store number two. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I had one more item and I put it to the side because it was so big and it's like the heaviest item. And I think it was the best deal that I found today for $2. So halfway through going through the bins, I found this box, right? And I don't know, something told me to go ahead and open it. And one of my goals this year was to trust my instincts more. I generally do, but sometimes, I just trust them more. So I opened the box and I found that there were two whiskey glasses in here. Okay. So I was like, all right. I took one out and I noticed there was like a map. Now I'm probably going to have to put this up against like the black background so you can see this better. But when I had turned it around, I saw that it said San Francisco. And I was like, oh, no way. Look at that. It's the map of the Bay Area, or rather, just San Francisco. You've got Oakland and Alameda there, right? But yeah, and even better, shows where I used to live, which is North Beach, right there. So I thought, wow, and these are really thick, really good whiskey glasses, and you get two. So I was really excited. That's like $1 each, and these go for $35 on Amazon. So I can't wait to drink my Memphis Toddy out of this because that's my favorite whiskey by this brand here in Memphis called Old Dominic's. So yeah, so this was the best find of the day. All right, I'll be back. All right, so it is $2 day at bin store number 1, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got. So let's get this out of the way. This crinkly stuff here. The first one is I guess this is a book pouch, book cover, but not cover in that sense where you actually, anyways, it's just more for you to be able to slide your book in there and keep it, when you throw it in the bag so you don't get pages that get messed up or whatnot. And this one is a Taylor Swift one. This one I'm giving to my niece in the Philippines because I know that she loves to read books like me. So I've already got a book cover or book pouch. It was the one that was in my haul from $2 Day, the one with the moon in the hand. I thought it was a tablet holder, but I looked it up on Amazon and it's actually a book, as it says, a book pouch, book cover. So I got that. And I like the way that this looks with her different albums, titles on there. So the next item I got, it's pretty big. It's, I was kind of surprised when I saw it. It is an A4, I guess, notebook. And what caught my eye was the color of this blue leather cover. Oh, I was trying to find the name of the brand, at least, on here, and there's not. It was outside of the box, but let me take this out because that's a separate purchase. But it is huge. Now, it opens this way, okay? And I was just kind of surprised that it was set up like this, the pages and stuff. Now, I've tried to look on Amazon, and I can't find the exact same one. I don't know, maybe this was just discontinued by the particular seller that had it. All the ones that I've seen that are A4 size are more like, this way. And then you open it, obviously, portrait size like that. This is the only one that I found that was like in landscape. Okay. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of happy that it came with these I don't even know what you want to call these, like insert thingies. But it's just interesting that it's a long, it's long ways like that. The rings don't look too tight. Now, when I saw this, the first thing I thought of is like, I could just make it into a TN cover. I mean, I could cut off the excess, leather on here and make it like an A5 or even a B6 if I wanted to, because it's already got the holes right here, right? Or I could punch my own holes because I do have like a, what do you call it? The We Are Memory Keepers oh, I can't even think of it, but I have the big one that can punch both this size and like the really small size. I have I have like the rotary cutter, so I could, like I said, I could cut this down. I don't know. I'll think about it. But the ones that I did see that were like this, that were like portrait size and not landscape size, they were going for like $65 to $85. I think it's because of the leather. This leather is so supple, as you can see. I mean, it's not stiff at all, and this is smooth, and I like how it's already kind of patinaed with the scratches. I don't mind that the scratches are there. So I thought that's a steal at $2. Okay. Now, the third item I'm going to show you is this little mini backpack. Now, I don't know. It just caught my eye because it looks like the stitching on this is really, it's pretty solid. And the vinyl or whatever, canvas, coated canvas, whatever you want to call it, is not bad. The only thing I don't like really is the back here, these straps. But I've got to look to see if they're sewn on pretty well. But it was interesting because the fact that it's really, really adjustable. Okay, it's marketed as, I believe, a kid's backpack. Now, let me take out the tag because the tag fell off when I was pulling it out of the cart. Right here, Cocoa Mocha, grow with kids. That's all it said on there. Now I've stuffed this with all the other stuff that I bought, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. But I wanted to show that it also came with a little wallet attached to it, which I thought was really cute. I don't know. We'll see if I'll give this to my one of my nieces, and if they, you know, if they want it. So let me go ahead and take out what I did find. So I found some Fumomo label tape, and it's perfect because it's the continuous one. There are 2 rolls, I believe, in here. Yeah, I think so. There were 2 rolls. I think there's supposed to be 3, but hey, it's only $2, and I definitely need this because I've got a couple of Fumomo label makers. So I tried to see if there was another one laying around because I don't think that it was sold just like that. I'm pretty sure that it was part of a set, but I couldn't find the other one. So, oh well. I'll still pick them up when I do see them. So I found this. I've seen this before. I thought it was really, really cute. It's just a little, like, carry-on, luggage. It says here storage container. So I was thinking of putting maybe some, and at least the wheels are intact. Maybe putting, like, some figures or something in this. Okay. Come on. It's on there pretty tight. There we go. Yeah. Really, really cute. If you are into dolls and you know what ball jointed dolls are, this would actually probably work for the, I wouldn't say the 1/3 dolls, maybe the 1/4. Oops. Should stand on its own. Yeah. So, you know, $2. Hey, can't beat it. Found this key ring. It's black pink. There were 3 total, and I only picked up 1. So I'll give this to one of the nieces that likes K-pop. Always can use another hard case for my glasses or my readers, and this one's My Melody. Not exactly a big fan of My Melody, but this is pretty well constructed. And then to go with the other Taylor Swift item I found, this is the last item that I picked up. These are lyric cards. 45 cards featuring the lyrics of all the Eras Tour music. Sing along with your friends. Sing along alone or with friends. So I'm going to also give this to the same niece in the Philippines because she'll appreciate it. I found this that I'm going to give to one of my friends who is a nurse, and I think she'll be amused. Actually, I have two friends that are nurses, so maybe I'll divvy it up. But I thought they were just kind of funny. I like this reference here to Mrs. Doubtfire, which I will give to my friend in San Francisco. Then we've got this one. Don't know who she's referencing. Hold on. So it looks like there's a total of 5. This one right here. Be kind. We'll give that to my friend in San Francisco. And this one, Keep Calm, I Am a Nurse. And this one, Not the Nurse. So they're just basically like little ID or whatever. You can attach like keys or like your ID or whatnot um, to it. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool for $2. Very specific items there. In terms of like, were there a lot of people today? I would say there were. There was a fair amount when I went at 10 o'clock. I slept in, so I didn't go at 9 when they opened. All right. So I've got these already, something like this, but I didn't have it in these colors. And these are just some color-coded dots. And I like to use these when I junk journal or, memory journal, better yet, in my layouts. So, and I like that it's flat so I can go ahead and just cut it up, stick it in a TN. So, let's see. Another Taylor Swift item. This is another tapestry. I'm not going to open it up, but actually it's supposed to be a birthday decoration. So, I don't know if this is the same as the other one. If it is, that's fine. I'll give one to niece in the Philippines. I've purchased these before, but I thought this was better. There are 4, and these are key ring holders or key holders. I still haven't even used the other one that I got, and I didn't really care for the colors, but I think I might actually use this one. I like the little cat that's on there. So if you've never seen these before, these would work really well if you have those wireless entry car fobs or key fobs. So what you do is you attach your keys here. If I can grab the ring, I gotta push it. Come on. Okay, so you touch your keys here, and then, so instead of them jangling around or whatnot in your purse, you would just pull it in so it would be secure in here, and then you would just, snap this on. And then that's that. So I did give one to my mom. I don't know if she's using it. I'm going to have to actually look. If she's not, I'm going to tell her to start using it. So, yeah, because she asked me for it when I had bought them the first time. But I think I only had a set of 2. What else we got here in this little bag? Oh, yes, and one of my nephews was asking for these card sleeves for his Pokemon collection, and this worked out because there's 500 in a pack, and I know he's got more than 500 cards, so this really worked out. And they're Ultra Pro, so they're really good quality. And then that is it for the $2 day at bin store number 1. So I'll be back with the haul from the bin store number 2. All right. Bye. Okay, I'm back. So today is Tuesday, and I went to bin store number 2 to do $2 day with them. So this is the haul. But before I get started on that, I wanted to show something I forgot to put on for yesterday. This is the AeroPress Travel Edition, the Go. It's a French press coffee French press. I'm sorry. I did find this, and even though the box was torn up, it is completely intact. I'm not going to open it because I just put it all back together. But this is really good for, when you travel and you want like fresh coffee, or you don't want to, you're just like, okay, I'll give you an example. Like if I'm in the Philippines with my family, and especially with my siblings, and they love fresh coffee, we might be in an area where, we don't have a car and we're too far from like all the cafes. So this would be a good option instead of us drinking instant coffee, which is really popular in the Philippines. There's one particular that I like, which is called Kapico. That's the brand. And, I don't have to worry about adding the sugar in the milk. It's already in there, the cream, in other words. But I know my siblings, they're fancy and they like to have fresh coffee. So this will be something that's really good to bring, and it'll fit in your suitcase. So did pick that one up. I did pick this. It's probably like a compost pail. but I'm not using it for that because we already have a compost pail downstairs in the kitchen. We actually make use of it very regularly because we have two compost piles in our big backyard. My parents like to garden in the summer and especially vegetables, and they plant on both sides of the yard. So it's just easier if there's a compost on each side of the yard. So that way they don't have to be walking back and forth moving compost, right? So I got this because it's got the handle and it'll be easier for me to be able to tote when I'm crafting or journaling, especially because this table here is not big enough for me to journal. It's this table's actually from IKEA. It's one of those little side tables. I think I got it for like 12 bucks or something. But I was just recently, actually last night, I was journaling in my travel. Actually, no. My 2024 insert. I was journaling the entire Nashville trip, and I needed to have a lot of space because I was printing out pictures, and I had, I was cutting them up, and then um, just moving a lot of stuff around to do this. And I was getting annoyed because a lot of the stuff that I was cutting up, I had to always like get up, throw it in the trash can, and it's like it would be easier if I already had one that was just right on the table, and then when I'm done, I can just dump it out. So that's why I went ahead and got this for 2 bucks. It was brand new. I just actually took it off for the plastic stuff. Um, but yeah, so got that. What is this? Oh, okay. Then I picked up this Philosophy facial cleanser. I've never really used the brand in terms of skincare. And I was interested in this because it's got charcoal powder in it, which is really good for people with acne prone or oily skin like me. So, it's completely intact. It's never been used. So I'm going to add this to my um, collection of facial cleansers that I rotate throughout the week. So got that. I did find this big box of dry erase markers because my brother, who is a nurse practitioner, he is going to be teaching a bunch of nurse practitioners. He himself is a nurse practitioner in mental health, and he finally got his doctorate last year. So he's going to be teaching them on how to practice. And he was asking me for some uh, dry erase markers, and I gave him only two because that's all I had. I knew I had more, but I couldn't find them. So it was kind of good that I did find this because, that'll be more than enough for him to be able to use to teach. Um, I found this. These are Japanese hiragana and katakana flashcards. Um, I'm not sure why it says 7 days, but I thought this was really interesting. Um, because you can learn both hiragana and katakana, I guess, at the same time. Although most people will just learn one because it's already hard enough to learn Japanese. So you have this example right here. Okay. And then you've got that. So yeah, I've got a niece who's expressed an interest in learning Japanese, but she hasn't said exactly when she's going to learn it. So I've already bought like I think it's a workbook on how to learn Japanese beginner, and I thought this would be a good addition to that. Okay, so I'm going to move this pail because it takes up a lot of space. Let's get it out of the way. Okay, I did find this toner. Actually, not toner. This is a printer drum or a toner drum. Because I've got a Brother 2710 DW laser printer, and I know that it uses this. Now, this was part of a set. I did see the other one, but the plastic was ripped off. This one has not been used. It's still intact, and these are very pricey on Amazon. If you get like the original one from Brother, I mean, holy crap, it's like $70 or something. So I tend to use the off brand and ignore the printer saying replace drum because I've already did. So I just went ahead and got that just for the future. One of my nieces is having a birthday this month, and she said she wanted the new phone case, and she was very specific. She just wanted a plain clear one. So I was glad that I was able to find one for her phone. She does have an iPhone XR. I know it's a really old model, but she hasn't really said anything about wanting a new model of the iPhone, fortunately for my sister and her husband. So yeah, this was $2 and it's pretty durable. It's hard. It's not one of those stupid silicone soft ones. I found this album. This is like a 5x7 size album, but it holds 4x6 pictures or whatnot. So always good to have because I still like to print out pictures, and I know my mom does. So either one of us can use it. And let's see, I think the last items in here, I didn't get much. I only got like with tax $21 worth of stuff. So I got to what, 10 items, I guess. Um, so I actually like this brand. I bought this Marvis toothpaste last year at the bin store that had closed, and I really liked it. And apparently, this is an Italian brand and very, very popular. I haven't looked on Amazon how much it goes for, but I have the peppermint one and I like it. It's so refreshing, you know? And so I'm eager to try the mint version and see. These aren't as big as the other one that I got. Let me see. But and they had like probably 6, but I only got 3 because I figure this will last me a long time. So, yeah. It's I don't know if this has fluoride in it, you know? Because I tend to use this in the morning and then I'll use like my crust at night. Yeah, I even like rotate toothpaste, but it smells really good. So I know it's going to taste really good. So, and I've asked my sister, my other sister who works at UT Dental, if this is pretty good, or she's heard of it and she says she has. So, yeah, I'm excited that I was able to find more toothpaste. So, yeah, that is going to conclude the haul for the Amazon returns and bin stores this week. So, yeah, I don't plan on going again until next week, probably not until Monday. That is, if, well, there could be some changes coming up. So we'll see. But, anyways, I hope everyone's having a good week and a great day. Bye.